Hey guys, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and tonight we're going to be doing Azure Skies, our free-to-play review of the welcome decks and our improvements upon those decks. So, I decided each Friday, with the current state of Standard being a little icky at the moment, that I wanted to review all of the free-to-play decks that they come when you start the game. I've got a lot of subscribers who watch the channel who are brand new to the game, brand new to Magic Arena, and they want to know how to get started. And they watch the videos and they see all the cool stuff that we're doing, but we have a whole bunch of rares and mythics, and they're just not there yet. So I wanted to give to those players an idea of what you can do with the starter decks that come with Magic the Gathering Arena. Again, for those of you that have been around for a while, we had other starter decks that started the game off whenever it went, it was still in closed beta. They had different starter decks, but when Throat of Eldraine came in, they came in with a whole new set of starter decks that I haven't even actually looked at. So it's been kind of educational for me to go through all of these decks and take a look at them. And so now we're going to look at the mono blue one with Azure Skies. So let's go ahead and take a look at the contents of this deck. So these are better than welcome decks that you get from in paper, simply because there's a bunch of rares that they toss in on this, and then some pretty good commons and uncommons. So let's start off with, obviously, the whole theme behind this one are blue flyers, and we're going to start off with Spectral Sailor, 1/1 flying flash, and then you can put 4 mana into it to draw a card. So there is, we'll get to it here, Brineborn Cutthroat is also in there. There's 2 copies of this, so every time you cast a spell on your opponent's turn, you get a +1/+1 counter on this. So that's really what this deck is kind of built around for the mono blue. So you get cards like Unsummon, where you can return a creature to your opponent's hand, or your hand if you're trying to defend your own creature. Wall of Runes is one of the ones that doesn't quite fit into the theme. I get where it's going. It gives you a on-the-ground blocker so you're not getting run over, and then gives you ability to scry whenever it comes into play. We've already covered Brineborn Cutthroat. Negate, only 1 copy of Negate. Really wish it had gone for a minimum of 2, but it is what it is. Cloudkin Seer is another one. It's a 2/1 flyer, and whenever it enters the battlefield, you draw a card. Verity Circle, your first rare coming out of Ravnica Allegiance. Whenever a creature an opponent controls become tapped, if it isn't being discarded or declared an attacker, you may draw a card. So whenever they tap it for special abilities, you get to draw a card off of that. And then you can spend 5 mana to tap a target creature with flying. Weird card. So, I mean, but I see where it's kind of going. You did get 4 copies of Wardens of Evos Isle. That is a 2/2 flyer, and creature spells with flying cost 1 less to cast. So more that is cumulative, by the way. So when we start getting into some of the larger flying creatures, that makes them a lot easier to cast. Winged Warriors, 4 copies of this as well. You should. It costs 1 less to cast if you control a creature with flying, as all of your creatures with the exception of 1 are, and allows you to draw 2 cards. 2, not 1, but 2 copies of Dungeon Geists. It's a 3/3 flyer, and whenever it enters the battlefield, you tap target creature. That creature doesn't untap until the Dungeon Geist leaves play, so it's basically taking something out of play. Really cool that they included 2 copies of this. Air Elemental. This one goes all the way back. All the way back. It was in the original alpha set whenever it came out. Still one of my favorite cards. I like the original artwork better myself, but this is still cool artwork. I like what they did with this one, so I'll give some credit to the artist on this one. It's a 4/4 for 5 with flying. Not super powered, but still really cool. Windstorm Drake is another one, 3/3 with flying for 5, and other creatures you control with flying get +1/+0. This is where you start building up all of the flyers. Riddlemaster Sphinx, 5/5 for 6. It is flying, and when it enters the battlefield, you may return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. So it's not super impressive, but you get 2 copies of it. So where do we at? 5 rares so far in this welcome deck, and we're still not done. Every welcome deck needs a copy of Meteor Golem, the old 3/3 for 7, but it does destroy any non-land permanent, so that's nothing to sneeze at. That is pretty powerful. And then the 6th rare in this blue set, Mass Manipulation, gain control of X target creatures and or planeswalkers. Now the casting cost is a little bit hefty. It's at minimum of 6 to gain control of 1 creature. But once you do, I mean, they're yours to keep. They're keep as far as the gameplay is concerned. And then 25 islands. So let's go ahead and play some games. I don't recall making changes. Oh, I think I applied styles because I wanted to be cool like that. So we are just going to go in the standard play one because we're going to get crushed on anything else. And where are these decks? Are they all the way at the bottom? Where are they at? Why can I not find them? None of the welcome decks they should be. Why can I not find the deck? Go all Azure Skies. There we go. Weird. You actually had to click R. I wonder if there's cards in here that are not legal for standard play. Interesting. Yeah, that was weird. Who knew? There's got to be. There's got to be cards in there that are not standard for legal play. And it's probably going to be one of the cards that are the arena-only cards. If I go back and look, I probably didn't even notice that some of them are the arena-only cards. And those are going to be the ones that are Alpha God. Interesting. Anyway, if you've played this deck and you've made improvements, let me know what you've done in the comments down below. It'd be super helpful. Like and subscribe while you're there. I like Mass Manipulation in my hand. I've got enough mana. It could be worth it. Let's go with it and see what happens. And we've got to go with the correct color kitty cat. We need a blue kitty. Tap land works for me. Could have done without another land. Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Interesting. I think I'm going to hold. And I'll cast that on his turn. We'll cast it at the end of his turn. And then we'll get Verity Circle. That'll be interesting. Especially with Priest of the Forgotten Gods in play. Now, do I want to kill Priest of the Forgotten Gods? I think I do. Probably going to regret that. Brought back. Oh, that was lovely. Let's bring a Verity Circle in. Oddly enough, I think this is going to be an instance where this comes into play. Because as I was going through the deck, that's in my head, that's what I was thinking whenever Priest of Forgotten Gods is out and they're sacrificing creatures. Let's go Cloudkin Seer and start getting some card draw going. Hey, look, more mana. Although, that is putting us in mass manipulation territory now. We're getting there. Inspiring Captain. Cool. Nope, I'm alright with that. Yeah, let's go here. Let's do some damage. That brought the cost down on all of these. Why would you go Priest of the Forgotten Gods with Inspiring Captain? Interesting. Target breaker, sacrifice creature. Yeah, no, you've done your job, Cloudkin Seer. Nope. Alright, let's... Where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? Let's bounce back. Inspiring? Yeah, sure. So I've got enough. One more mana I can start taking creatures here. But I'm also going to start getting Windstorm Drakes down too, which is going to be really kind of a pain. What did he do? Double your life total. Holy cow. Let's go Cloudkin Seer. We're going to have to protect ourselves at all time here. I think I want to leave the Negate and everything else open. So let's go ahead and punch him and do some damage, because he just went ahead and way ahead of us. And I don't want to let him do that again. That'll work. We shall unsummon that. And he'll recast it. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to keep Negate open. What say you go and take 9. Get your deck down to normal here. Cruel Celebrant. I see where we're going. We'll block it here. Now he's going to cast something, and then I'm going to negate it. Nope. Works for me. Plague Crafter. Ugh. Yeah, we're going to lose that. Let's go back with the Windstorm Drake. Oh. We got to try to keep in the fight here. Keep in the fight. Should have cast the Cloudkin Seer is what I should have done. Because that's going to happen. I knew that was coming. Alright, is what it is. Let's draw a card, shall we? I think we're just going to go next. That's why I should have left that open. I should have known better. Night of Sorrow. Let's cast the old Meteor Golem. And we're going to hold. I'm okay blocking. Seraph of the Scales. Oh, is he going to be mad when he realizes I'm going to take that? So we've got 8 mana. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll pay 2. No, just pay 1. He's debating doing... I was going to say, he's debating doing something with it. I'm keeping that negate open this time. I'm not letting that happen again. Plague Crafter. I'm just going to sacrifice my Meteor Golem. Draw 2 cards. Get 2 more mana. That's awesome. Do it again. Let's cast 2 more. Get more land. Yeah, we got all the winged words. Just keep drawing more cards, shall we? There we go. Let's just keep drawing cards while we're at it. All the land. We got all the land. Alright, so we're going to cast Wall of Runes so we can actually have a blocker for that little guy. Sure, Dungeon Geists is awesome. I absolutely would keep that. If he doesn't do anything, I'm just going to start drawing cards. Herald of the Sun. Very cool. Does he have Menace? No. I'm just going to block here. And we're going to negate that. No, we're going to draw a card first. We're going to draw another card. There we go. Got all the cards. We're going to go Dungeon Geists. We're going to lock that down. We'll take that card draw. He sees what's happening now. Whoa. So this turned out to be a really good deck. This was fun. I liked that. Ooh, and we got a card. What do we get? Arcanist Owl. We used that in our artifact deck. Cool card. All right, let's get like 1 or 2 more games in with this one, and then we'll call it, and then we'll see how we'd improve this deck. So one of the joys of being working in IT and being on call is sometimes you need to answer the phone, even when you're recording videos for your fans. So I believe we're in game 2 of the Azure Skies. First game was a ton of fun. I enjoyed it. What you're not going to see is the 2.5 hours I just spent on the phone working a work issue. So yeah, always check your code before you leave on a Friday. Just throw that out there. We have a no change policy at work. It's called No Change Friday. Do not change my code on a Friday and then have it break on the weekend. They have to have me called. I'm just saying. Lessons to learn for young developers. Just throwing that out there. There we go. That took a little bit longer too. So I feel like I've lost some of my momentum considering the amount of time in between these. Oh no, this looks good. Good, 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 good. Absolutely we'll keep this. Sure. Comes into play tapped. Oh, this looks like it might be... It's Golgari colors. I like me some Golgari. I'm not going to lie. Let's go ahead and throw out the Wall of Runes. Let's see if we can get something other than land. Yeah, no. I don't think we need land. So what we got cooking over there? Elgeboard Doctor. Order of Midnight. You don't say. We scried land and still got land, by the way. That's always fun. No, you can have that. I've got a distinct feeling that this is the Golgari Adventures deck, which is really a cool deck. I do enjoy this one. So let's go with all my stuff casting less. I like that. And we'll do some damage. So in and around this time, we should be looking at the Lonesome... Oh, he's gonna murder his rider. Oh my. Okay. Well, we'll just do it again then. So far, we're kind of neck and neck here. Yep. This is going to be Golgari Adventures. Cool, cool deck. Murderous Rider. No, you can have that. I have other plans for that, thank you. Let's go with Winged Words. We'll keep the Unsummon in hand. Got all kinds of critters that we can cast. Cool. So I'm starting to wonder which ones... Falmir Knight, that's going to be a problem. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, the Death Toucher, what's it going to do? He's going to kill my walls? Oh, darn. So, I will do that. And I'm not liking the idea of giving him 2 life, but it is what it is. Alright, so let's go 1 less to cast. I like that. Let's scry again. Love Dungeon Geists for 2 mana. So let's go here and here. Yeah, I like the speed of this deck. I really do. Lucky Clover. Cool. Wait, which one did he do? That one. Yeah, no, I don't want you to kill that. I'd like to keep that, thanks. Yeah, because he's going to do it twice because of him. We shall... I don't like the idea of giving him life. No, go ahead. So, let's go here first. Dungeon Geist for 2. And we'll scry one more time for a negate. Cool. Wait, what's being blocked? Oh, that's him blocking the Foul Knight. Cool. He's going to return. Yeah, this is a cool deck. I like that. Boo. Boo. Yeah, you're just getting through with life. These things are just keeping me alive. We're going to go ahead and do some damage while we're at it. Order of Midnight. What's he got? What's he got? He's got something special cooked up. Unfortunately, against the Golgari Adventures deck, they don't cast a lot of spells. It's mostly creatures. Resolve that. He's casting the creature. No, sir. And since there's nothing to copy, you can't copy... Oh, wait. No, how does he get to copy... That makes no sense. How does he get to copy something that got negated? That makes no sense to me. Well, that's not fun. Let's draw a card while we're at it, since we're completely out of things to do. Oh, goody, more land. That's super frustrating. I was genuinely under the impression that if I negated the spell, although whenever you cast, I guess the order of operations is he did cast it even though it got countered. So we're going to block here and here. And we're taking enough. I feel like we had a shot here, but we are quickly running out of options. Midnight Reaper, interesting. Yep, and there it is. It's a cool deck. I don't know that I would have put it up against a starter deck, but a cool deck nonetheless. Alright, so let's get one more game in with this one, and then we'll talk about improving this deck. Just based on the theme on what it's doing. There we go. Wow, did that take some time. Again, they're having some trouble pairing up the starter decks. There we go. There's a good curve right there. Wall of Ruin, a Wall of Runes. Sure, we need the mana to cast the 4 casting cost air elemental that's going to come out. Ooh, interesting. I think we're going to wait until his turn. He's going to opt. Cool. Nope, we are going to wait. Because our air elemental is only going to cost us 4 mana here. Because that, yep, he's going to say he's going to be a nice, big, juicy target. And they're never going to see the air elemental coming in. If this is Drake's like I think it is, this is a good hard counter to Drake's. Ooh, Kifnet. Cool. I don't know why, again, I'm getting all these cool decks. I do like the idea of tapping down Kifnet. That's going to be fun. No. Sure, he's going to cast Radical Idea, draw some cards. We might eat Kefnet here for a turn. But once we Riddlemaster Sphinx it down... Ugh. It's okay, we need one more mana, of course. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Well, there's enough mana in this deck. Maybe we can get lucky the one time we don't want to draw mana. Oh, Dungeon Geists is even better. Oh, he's got a counter. No, he does not. And you can have all of that. So Kefnet, he can't... Well, I guess he could cast another one. If he's got another one in hand. Which would, in theory, bump this one off, and then it would negate the effect that Dungeon Geists has. And he's just going to Lava Coil it, but he still doesn't get to untap it this turn. Why would you do that? If your intent was to do that, why not Lava Coil the Air Elemental? Yeah, no, I don't understand that at all. Because he could have Lava Coiled the Air Elemental and then... Oh, interesting. This should be fun. Okay, things have gotten real now. Guess what? These are elementals. You're only doing damage to one of my creatures. Yes, they're all elementals, and I had 4, so that doesn't do anything. That was an interesting choice. So, we're going to punch him in the... Yep, he saw it. I was going to say, we're going to get rid of Chandra. Chandra's going to die, and then he's going to lose Kefnet, and we're still going to win the game. So, I think that is a great place to end this one. Let's go in and take a look at how we would improve this deck. So, we saw the stuff that worked relatively well. Ooh, claim our reward. So let's go into Azure Skies. How would we improve this? So there's a couple of things I think we can add. Adding 2 more Spectral Sailors is kind of a must. I mean, they're uncommons, why not? Adding 3 more Unsummons. Wall of Runes, it was okay, but I don't feel that it fits the theme if you're going to go for a blue flyer. So I would remove those since you're getting your 1-drops here and here. You don't really need these, so that frees up some space there. Brineborn Cutthroat is only good if you're going to be casting a lot of spells on your opponent's turn. And there weren't a lot of spells in here to do that. So I don't feel that this really benefited from it, but it could simply by adding 2 more of these and adding things like negates and other counter spells. So like Cloudkin Seer I can see keeping. Verity Circle was kind of interesting, but you could remove that. This worked out really well. Winged Words worked really well. Dungeon Geists worked really well. Even Air Elemental turned out to be okay. The Riddlemaster Sphinx I think is too high end. I'd probably drop these. I would probably drop the Meteor Golem. Maybe keep the Mass Manipulations here, and you want to drop this down to probably like 22 or 23 mana. That should give you enough room to add in. Let's look at counter target spells. So, because that's what you're going to be looking for. If you're going to be looking for that, you want to look for stuff that you can cast on your opponent's turn. So let's look at actually instants. That's really what you want to look for. Let's look for blue instants. So you have a whole bunch of them that you can work for. Negate, obviously you want to go into. You can do Quench. Quench is a great one. That's another good one that you can add in. And what is the other one that I was thinking of? Sinister Sabotage. All of these are commons and uncommons. Help you protect your board state. It's only adding, like, it's not making you completely mono blue control, but it's enough spells that you would have in your hand to really kind of leverage Brineborn Cutthroat's abilities. So bump up the Sailors, bump up your Unsummons, and use those mostly to kind of protect your creatures that you don't want to die. Drop the Wall of Runes, drop the Riddlemaster Sphinx, drop the Meteor Golem, and then just kind of go from there. Drop the land again down. So that should give you enough wiggle room to add in 8 cards. So we're removing what? We're removing 4. We're adding 1, 2, plus 3 is 5. So we're adding 5. So that kind of adds all of those in. Yeah, there's ways to do this. You might... Where is it? The Windstorm Drake, if you had to drop one of your flyers, maybe go with dropping this down to 2. It's cool that it gives a +1/+0. It really is. But I think I'd rather have spells to really build off of Brineborn Cutthroat. So having the Unsummons, maybe not going full one. Maybe go Negate and Quench to give you 8 counter spells plus the 4 summons, which are 12 spells in your deck to be able to do that kind of stuff on your opponent's turn to really make Brineborn Cutthroat bigger. Yeah, no, I think it's a fun deck. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot. If you really want to get control, you can with going more counter spells. Maybe drop the Brineborn Cutthroat and just go with flyers for the win. But if you want to keep with the theme of the original deck, that's the way I'd go. So I do hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, always helps out the channel. We are super close to our year-end goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2019. We're at 715 at the time of recording. So I'm getting close, getting really close. And once I hit 1,000, I get that, that mystical, cardboard play button that I can put in the back here for everyone to see. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So I do hope you enjoyed the video. As always, guys, we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.